News: a petition to recall Sonoma County's district attorney has now reached enough signatures to force a special election. Joining us now to respond to the petition is District Attorney Jill Ravitch herself. District Attorney Ravitch, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Happy to be here.
Now, you've been a DA for 10 years, and this whole thing is coming out of criticism, on the way that they say you handled the PG&E wildfire issues, some of your social justice issues. When it comes down to everything that you have been criticized thus far and that has put you in this position, do you maintain that what you've done so far with everything that has been brought up has been enough?
Absolutely. And I think that it's very, very important to understand that this is a revenge campaign being brought by one individual. If you take a look at what's really going on, a petition was filed by a local developer after he was held responsible for leaving seniors to fend for themselves in the 2017 Tubbs fire. I decided we needed to hold him accountable. Together with the Attorney General, I did so. He is currently under a 5-year order to make sure that those people are safe in the event another wildfire comes their way. Shortly after that occurred, and after I had announced that I was not running for re-election, he took on this petition drive. It has been fueled by his pocketbook. People have been paid $10 a signature to say whatever it takes to get someone to sign on the dotted line. And so I think that when people look at the petition and ask whether or not the job I've done is sufficient, they should ask themselves whether they feel safe, whether they feel that justice has been brought here to Sonoma County, and whether I should complete my term as they voted me to do when I was reelected for a 3rd term. Thank you.
Now, you just mentioned that you will not be running in 2022. Why is that?
Yeah, well, I've served for 3 terms. I'm a career prosecutor who spent a few years as a defense attorney. I went to law school to be a prosecutor, and I've done that work for almost every day of my life since 1987. I think it's time for somebody else to lead this office. We're in a great place. I think that morale's never been higher. People are working together in spite of the pandemic, in spite of the wildfires, in spite of the many changes in criminal justice. And I just think it's time for a fresh set of eyes to take over and run the office, and I look forward to that.
And having dedicated your life to becoming a prosecutor and being a prosecutor for so long, do you, or has the recall played any role in that decision?
Absolutely not. I made the decision well before this recall began. Again, this is one angry person bent on revenge, and it is really unfortunate that there are nothing but lies and half-truths being told in support of this effort. I'm counting on the wisdom of the Sonoma County voters to see through this and to allow me to finish my term.
Well, I was just going to ask you, now that there are enough signatures to move forward with the recall against you, do you have any plans to regain support, even if you're not running again? And if so, how do you plan on kind of getting the support of the people in Sonoma County if so many people have already signed to push this recall forward?
So again, I don't believe I've lost the support of the Sonoma County community. The individuals who signed the petition were oftentimes told outright lies. I mean, things ranging from the fact that I was going to raise taxes on small businesses, to the fact that I didn't support LGBT rights, I happen to be gay, to the fact that I don't release body camera video that actually doesn't even exist. So I think that at the end of the day, the people that will go to the polls in this recall, I believe they are going to be smart, they're going to be educated, and they're going to support me, and they're going to turn this thing on its ear, which is where it belongs. Again, it is one individual. This is a revenge campaign. And I'll say this, I have my detractors. I'm not going to tell you that everybody in Sonoma County thinks I'm doing a great job. Every decision we make is going to leave somebody unhappy, either the person who believes they were victimized and we didn't file the case, or the person who we believe is accountable for the crime, and we did file the case. But we are working hard every day with our community to make sure that justice prevails here in Sonoma County. And I'm proud of the work that my prosecutors and the rest of my staff do.
If you don't plan on running again next year, why do you think it's important that you finish out this term?
That's what I was elected to do. To suggest that somebody should just be tossed out because of one angry, entitled person, and then what happens to the Sonoma County District Attorney's Office? What happens to the leadership? I mean, the whole thing is ludicrous to say, let's get rid of her, even though there's a regularly scheduled election next June when fully vetted candidates will be running for the position, and the public will have a chance to look at them, to hear what they have to say, to hear what they stand for, and then make an informed decision about the next district attorney. This is just, it's unbelievable that it's happening, and it's unfortunate for the people that live here in Sonoma County. It really is.
And if you had one message for the people of Sonoma County and the person spearheading this recall, they could be obviously two different messages. What would your message be?
Well, my message, first of all, is it's unfortunate that somebody who says he cares about this community has spent hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars to destroy me personally. Can you imagine how this community could have benefited if those hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars had gone to our local food bank or to one of our other needy nonprofits? Then he could have really helped us. Furthermore, this county is now going to shoulder a bill of almost $1 million for this election. Because of this individual, his name is William Gallagher. I don't want to tiptoe around it. William Gallagher is going to cost this county close to $1 million for this election, just because he's upset that I held him accountable, and he's under a 5-year order to make sure that our senior citizens are safe, something that he failed to do during the Tubbs fire.
And is there anything else that you want to leave our viewers with, DA Ravitch?
Listen, no matter what happens, it has been such an honor to serve this community. I am so proud of the work that this office does every day, and I am so pleased to have been given the opportunity to lead this office. I hope I'll be permitted to continue to do so until the end of my term. But no matter what happens, I just want to thank everybody in Sonoma County for the absolutely amazing support you've provided to me, and I want to assure you that this office stands ready to continue to serve you no matter what the outcome. Thank you very much.
All right, DA Jill Ravitch, we really, really appreciate you giving us your time of just a few minutes to kind of address the recall with us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.